If there was anybody who was so talented and had such a strong connection with the fans, they were able to basically break the ceiling of Vince McMahon's booking at the time, no matter how good or bad it was, and a lot of times very terrible. Nobody speaks volumes or represents that better than Bryan Danielson. And everybody remembers his WrestleMania 30 championship win and World Championship celebration, and also the events that would eventually lead him to vacate the world championship and for him not to really have a true run with that championship. But if we're going to talk about world champion Daniel Bryan with actually a proper run with it, let's talk about Save the Planet WWE World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan. For starters, during this time period, he literally got his own custom made WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If people remember, that championship was specifically made out of hemp to help push the narrative of Save the Planet. And during this time period, WWE gave him a running mate, a bodyguard in Eric Rowan, which actually worked out. And he was actually putting on really good to decent matches with AJ Styles. And if folks remember, this is how Kofi Mania started. Daniel Bryan was going to defend and defended that WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber in 2019. And originally, it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali, but I think because of injury, he had to be replaced by Kofi Kingston. And this is where people are clamoring for Kofi Kingston to win. And if it wasn't for Daniel Bryan's character work, especially putting the spin on the B plus player story that he was told, I think at that time 5 years ago, that was honestly some of the best character work Daniel Bryan had done in WWE. And it's not like right after that World Championship run, he left for AEW. He stayed in WWE during that pandemic era. People tend to forget this one-on-one match for the Intercontinental Championship him and AJ Styles had during that time period. And let's not forget the WrestleMania 37 triple threat for the Universal Championship between Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, and Edge. And this is a storyline dating back to the early days of 2021, I believe. And it was not too long after that he would jump to AEW, where he got eventually a proper semi-run with the AEW World Championship. So sure, it may not be talked about as much, say his WrestleMania 30 win, but I will say, when talking about 2019, I know there's a lot of bad things that happened in 2019, and collectively overall, 2019 was not a good year for WWE. Save the Planet World Champion Daniel Bryan is a bright spot of 2019 WWE.